Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David, and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Today, we're gonna look at another magic review, because that's what I do. I review magic tricks. I review magic tricks, both the latest and the greatest. And that includes downloads, right? We review downloads now. And now that includes magic apps. That's right. Technology. Technology helps us now do magic tricks that we could never do before. Amir Mughal reached out to me and asked me if I would review Mail FX. Typically, I don't review a lot of magic apps. I don't. What's the reason for that? Is it because I don't like magic apps? No. It's because I have a Droid phone. So you don't know how many times people have reached out and said, hey, you want to review our new app? And I'm like, is it available for Droid? And they're like, no. And I'm like, nah, sorry. When you exclude 50% of the population, you know, you got to assume that some people don't have Apple. Sorry, I don't have Apple. So good news, MailFX, both platforms. What does MailFX do? What is it? What is it? Let's bottom line it for you, right? Let's tell you what it is. This is a prediction app, okay? So it's the old, hey, I've had an envelope on the table this entire time. You've seen it sitting there, right? And they turn it over and it's like card to impossible location. Like how did that get there, right? There's no way that could have been there the entire time. But this is done with email. So you could gawk up to a spectator, have them type in their email address, or you could send them an email if you know what their email is in advance. You could make the subject line, don't open, right? Don't open. Don't open until we do a magic trick together. But at the very beginning, you can start. You can say, hey, you can check your email and you can see that there is an email from me. And they'll say, yes, this is gonna be your actual email. It's not gonna be some sort of weird fake magic orthodoxy at, you know, Tinder/Yahoo/XerxesMail.com. Like, it's not gonna be like that. So this is like, you know, this will be your email, okay? With your icon, subject line to, it's gonna look just like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna look like an email. And then you can do a trick with them, okay? It can be anything. It could be rolls of the dice. It could be ESP cards. It could be the city where they were born. It could be anything. It could be a playing card, right? Well, the words of a playing card, right? You'd write Queen of Diamonds. It could be anything that could be predicted. And then you say, okay, you picked that or this or that or 3 items, right? Whatever. Then you could say, okay, go to your email. You can see the timestamp on there that was clearly sent before we started the trick. They open the email and then there's a picture. The picture attachment could be anything also. It could be you holding a bulletin board or a sign or a piece of paper. It could be you standing in front of a street sign, or it could be you standing in front of a storefront sign or a blank wall with graffiti on it. It could be anything, right? But it's you holding a picture, or it could be your kid holding a picture, or you know, it could be anything that fits your character. It could be a clown holding a picture, right? It could be anything that fits your character. And then in that frame, in that picture, on that billboard, on that sign is the answer, okay? Written out in a font that they can clearly see that you predicted in advance, right? That is MailFX. And so if you'd like to purchase this, you want to learn more about it, you can always go to mailfx.app. Mailfx.app, the app is $60. We'll talk more about that. And what you get is the app. You get the app. You're also going to get 13 YouTube videos that are shot vertically because they're just the phone, right? They're just the phone. There's going to be one download that talks to you about how to walk through the setup for an Apple phone, right? And then there's a whole other install video for Droid. But then after that, all the videos are the same. So those 13 YouTube training videos, they're only 4 or 5, 6, 7 minutes a piece, so they're not very long. And each one is a certain subject. So you can watch that subject over and over again until you got it. You know, setting up, whether you're setting up email or mail servers or things like that, you got it down. And that's easy. Don't think that it's technical. It's going to be beyond you. It's not. I'm 55 years old. I was able to set it up. Then they're going to walk you through some videos about how do you set up your prediction, right? So you got to have a picture to use, and you can have multiples if you want. You can just label them certain templates, right? And then you're going to pick things like the font color, things like that, and they'll walk you through all of that as well. And they'll talk to you about then how would you do this? How would you get their email address? You have them type their email address, and then it walks you through performing the trick, really. Not with any performance videos though. Okay, so there's no live videos of this trick being demoed. That's not what you're seeing. You're just seeing the screenshot, just like I'm showing you over to the side here. You're just seeing the screenshots, and there's a voice overdub, okay? You are gonna give you some pre-made templates, so don't worry, you don't have to make everything from scratch. And you can just drag and drop your own info in. Or like I said, you can make your own preset images and make it completely customized. It's very easy to set up. It's very easy to use. The app is pretty robust, so you do get a good, strong app for your money. Okay, positives. Let's talk about positives. First positive is you could send this to multiple people. If there were 3 people in the room watching you, it doesn't have to be something that one person enjoys. You can have all 3 of their emails put in. They're all going to receive the same prediction, okay? But you could do it for multiple people at the same time. So that's pretty cool. You can also customize a lot in this. Like I was saying, you can customize font, you can customize color, you could upload, as long as you have that font on your phone, you can show it. So if you need something that looks a little bit more like handwriting and less like, Comic Sans, you can do that too. You can also use an accomplice, right? You could use an accomplice and not have it be done all by you. The other good thing about this is it works with other magic apps out there. So if you have Genie, or you have Inject, or if you have Wikitest or Cognito or Timesmith, it works with all of those plus a lot of others. And so that's really cool. And you're seeing this more and more with all the other magic apps that are out there. You're seeing this integration, this kind of family, this sharing. That's really cool. Negatives. For the negatives, you have to go back to the phone to type in what they say, right? So if they say of the ESP symbols, they pick circle, you'll have to go back to your phone and type circle in to make it happen. So that's on you. You got to figure out how to enter the data in and get it back to the spectator. It also, just for me, the prediction doesn't always look like something that doesn't look realistic. I always kind of question those pictures where it's the magician holding a whiteboard, and then written on the whiteboard is a perfectly straight italicized font. And you're like, it should look like, I would try to argue more towards something that looked like it came off of a printer, if you're going to do it, something like that, or finding a font that looks close to what would be real world, right? So like I said, if you're going to do spray paint on a wall, then you'd find a spray paint font. If you're going to do something in front of a billboard or a sign, you'd find the right font. I think this trick hinges on it looking realistic. So if it's going to look realistic, you have to pick a font and a color and a setting. Everything has to be right. It can't be sloppy, okay? You can't just be like I was saying, Comic Sans italicized in pink on a black and white picture, right? It's gotta look right. So even though I said it's easy and setting it up is easy, don't just rush through this. Okay, I think the most time you spend on this needs to be thought about what that prediction is going to look like. Is it going to be a picture of you, a picture of your daughter, a picture of a sign, right? What is it going to be? How is that font going to look? And then I would run some tests. Run some tests where you email it to yourself or email it to a friend and have them bring it up, and you can see exactly this is what it's going to look like on their phone, right? And so if you need to start making tweaks, make your tweaks on the back end early before you go out there and perform this. What's the other negative? The other negative is you have to keep paying for this. So you're gonna pay $60, and then after that, it's $20 a year. So this is a subscription-based trick. Now, you could say, what? That's a lot of money. Okay, is it? It's $20 a year. right? A year. You spend more than that on magic a year, easily, right? And the cost is going towards keeping this app going. You know, how many other magic apps have you gotten where the support for it has fallen off, right? You bought it, you played with it, and now no one's supporting it anymore, and no one's answering your emails, and the forums died, and you know, there was some update to a phone, and now the app's broken and you can't use it, right? Yeah, we've all been there. We've all been there. So your 20 bucks a year, which isn't that much, keeps the app alive, which, you know, I think I'm listing it as a negative because I think that's where you'd expect it to be, but I think it's really a positive. It means that Amir is interested in keeping this going, keeping the community going, and finding the support for it, the funds for it to keep it going so that people who buy this can enjoy it longer than a short amount of time. So I placed it in the negative section because I think when you initially hear it, you're like, what, 20 bucks a year? But it's actually a positive, right? Because it means Amir is interested in keeping the community going and the app going longer than just 1 year or a couple of months. But don't just take my word for it. Don't just take my word for it. There are other reviewers out there. You should always watch them, subscribe to them, follow them as well. Magic Minute did a review for this. Go watch that. And Chris Edwards. Chris Edwards has got a great channel. Make sure you like and follow him and check out what he had to say. He has a much longer video. He went into a deep dive on this and he said a lot more things about this, covered a lot more. So make sure you watch Chris Edwards as well. And like I said, you want to go to mailfx.app. If you want to purchase this for yourself. I want to thank Amir for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, did you know there are over 300 videos and reviews that you've never even seen here at Magic Orthodoxy? It's true. And if you join the membership section today, you'll get unlimited access to that exclusive content. What are those videos? These would be the magic tricks that I buy with my own money. These are the tricks that I want, the tricks I am the most excited about. All you have to do is click the join button on your screen. And there are 2 exciting ways to join. For $2, you'll get access to 8 extra videos a month, 8 brand new videos a month. And for $5 a month, you'll get access to 12 new videos a month. Not to mention, you'll also be part of an exclusive community of almost 500 other magicians. And if you can't find the join button, I will put a link in the description of today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.